I learned that there were approximately 12,000 ships that brought 12.5 million Africans to the Americas. So you got 12,000 ships. What I realized was that I could not tell you the name of a single one of those ships growing up, but I could tell you about the Mayflower. I could tell you about the Titanic. I could tell you about all these other ships that were considered important, but I couldn't name one of those. One of 12,000. That didn't feel right to me. So that's the first stat. The second one, and this is the one that sits heaviest on my heart, I learned that there were 1.8 million Africans who died just in the crossing from Africa to the Americas. We're not talking about the number of people who died once they arrived and were enslaved. Just in the transition. I didn't know it was 1.8 million people. That's a lot of people. Yeah. I was like, where the memorial? Who's honoring that enormous loss of life? I was like, there are chapters of history that are just missing. So this work felt really important to me to be a part of. I learned that there were. Welcome, everyone. I am your host, Genevieve. This show is about keeping our community together. It's about having honest conversations on what is affecting us, such as relationship issues, sex, racism, politics, and so much more. So grab your coffee and join in the conversation. Make sure you click that subscribe button on whatever platform you are listening to, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, soon to be on Patreon, or you can go to thegenerationnetwork.com and listen to the podcast on there. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter and become a member of the Generation Network website or app. All members get all access to exclusive poetic content. Let's go.
Powered by Riverside.
Yes, welcome back to the Dashiki Mentality Podcast. How was your week? Boy, this week we've learned some crazy stuff, haven't we? All kinds of stuff going on in 1 week. And that's why I am naming this episode The Plantation Part 3. Because there's a lot going on in the plantation, which is the largest plantation in America, is America. So there's a lot going on the plantation. Okay, let's start with Elon Musk, who is not part of the Trump administration anymore. I guess, and they keep throwing out different reasons. One, he was on drugs, and he was doing all kinds of drinking and stuff. And then now, I guess Elon Musk came out a couple days ago on Twitter or whatever, talking about how the Trump administration, some of the things that they were doing is not, he doesn't agree with them anymore. There's way too much mess going on with Elon Musk. Like 1 minute he's all in, and now all of a sudden he's not in there no more. And then chances are it's because Trump kicked him out, and then now he's trying to rebel against Trump and the administration. So I don't know what y'all think. Y'all let me know in the comments. That will be the question of the week. How do you feel about Elon Musk backing out of the Trump administration, and him retracting his beliefs? Now he's changed his beliefs a little bit now. And not just him, as some of the other Republicans seem to be going against Trump now. So I don't know. That's the question of the week. So while you're listening, you can answer that in the comments. Yes.
Oh man, let's see what else is going on here. I want to give a shout out to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry got a new movie coming out on, I believe it's coming on Netflix with Taraji P Henson and Sherry Shepherd. Um, it's called Straw. Coming out. It is coming out on the 6th. I can't wait to see it. I will do a movie review, okay, on the next episode of the Dashiki Mentality podcast. Because I also want to talk about the Captain America movie also. I just seen it. I loved it. I will give it a strong 8 out of 10 for the Captain America movie. Um, I thought it was okay. But yeah, we will talk about the movies in the next episode. So I want to give a shout out to Tyler Perry and Taraji P. Henson. I will be watching that new movie. Make sure y'all watch it and we can have a discussion. Hmm. Oh, yes. So there was a plantation that caught on fire not once, but twice in Washington, D.C. Boy, boy, boy. The spirit of Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman is sick of our shit, and therefore they burning everything down. The spirit has spoken. Enough is enough. The ancestors have awakened and they've had enough. Okay, they've had enough. They've had enough. They have had enough. And since we're talking about Harriet Tubman, so a white actress sues library for not allowing her to portray Harriet Tubman in her one woman stage play. So we have this white lady that wants to basically play blackface. She wants to do blackface and be Harriet Tubman to tell the story of Harriet Tubman. Now, I understand that her intentions were good. You know, you want to tell the history of this wonderful woman for everything that she has done. However, lady, you are white and you trying playing the role of Harriet Tubman is uh, unnecessary and disrespectful because you're gonna have to be in blackface. And she's says that she tried to explain to another woman why she was doing it, to explain it to a black woman, and the black woman is trying to explain to her why it was inappropriate, and she's acting like she does not understand. She did, however, raise a good point. I will say this because she talked about the Hamilton play, where it was a diverse cast playing, in Hamilton, playing the Alexander Hamilton character for Hamilton, right? She did raise that point, and she did. It was very interesting that she raised that up, so we can have this very diverse um, we can have this very diverse cast for Hamilton, but having a white woman portray Harriet Tubman, that can't be done. Um, and the black woman was saying that's different. That was historically different. And then she said she didn't understand. She doesn't understand why. Um, Sorry, white lady, you don't need to be. You don't need to be Harriet Tubman. It's just, and again, you have to be in blackface to do it, and that's extremely racist. And the fact that you not understanding how racist that is, it shows your true colors. But I do want y'all to know, answer this question: how do you feel about the Hamilton play? her point when she pointed that out, how the cast wasn't white, all white, and how is that different from her trying to be Harriet Tubman? Ain't that something? Boy, these white people really are trying their best to. They're showing their true colors and they think it's okay. But this is something they've always done, so we really shouldn't even be shocked. For real, for real. I mean, we have two white women who wrote the story, the movie Woman King, and got it historically wrong, and yet we praise this movie because it's Viola Davis playing in this movie, and all these beautiful black women and black men are in this movie. But it was written by two white women, so again, blackface. Are we not? Are we really not seeing this? Like I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. The plantation, y'all. America is the biggest plantation in America. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, I want to talk about this. The first black mayor of Tulsa, Oklahoma, proposes $100 million trust fund giving scholarships and housing help to descendants of the burning of Black Wall Street. Basically, reparations. He has a plan for reparations for that Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing for the descendants of the people that was burned and killed. How do you feel about that? I love the idea. Um, it's definitely that could definitely help out a lot. Um, that will help. That will definitely help a lot. I personally think it should be a little bit more than 100 million. I think it should be at least 2 to 300 million, if not 500 million. But $100 million, that's a start. That should be like the start, and then we can go from there, right? It says the trust seeks a mass of $105 million in assets by mid 2026, with a major focus on revitalizing North Tulsa, particularly the Greenwood District, once a thriving hub of black commerce known as Black Wall Street. Approximately $60 million will go toward infrastructure and community improvements. This effort mirrors similar initiatives in cities like Evanston, Illinois, which has offered reparations funded by marijuana tax revenues. Interesting. While the two remaining survivors of the massacre, both over 110 years old, have yet to receive formal compensation from the city or state, the proposal represents a significant step in Tulsa's ongoing journey towards justice and healing, even as legal challenges and political headwinds persist. Yeah, this is a really good start. This is just the start, the $100 million, and I applaud the first black mayor to bring this up and to have this plan in place. I'm going to read this quote. I thought this was so funny. A raisin can be in the sun, but it cannot be in the potato salad. The African American proverb. This is floating around Instagram and Facebook, and I posted it. I thought it was funny. Yeah. What else is going on? Let's see what else is going on. What's going on? What's going on? They need to do the movie about Marvin Gaye. You think they'll do a movie? They should. They about to do a movie about Richard Pryor, and they need to do a movie about Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah. Hmm. Yes, 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 yes. We're about to go into Juneteenth. This Juneteenth, my new book, Dashiki Mentality, coming out. New book of poetry. And it's actually the perfect time to finally release my new book, Dashiki Mentality, on Juneteenth. So y'all look out for that. Again, all you gotta do is sign up for my newsletter and become a member of the Generation Network, where you get all exclusive content on what I am doing. All you gotta do is sign up. Go to the link below, click on it, and become a member. Membership is free until the end of summer, and then you will have to pay a monthly fee. So while it's free, go ahead and sign up, become a member. Let's see what else is going on. Again, there's so much stuff going on in 1 week. In 1 week, all kinds of stuff. Oh, it's going on. Well, I could do this. I'm going to play this clip, and then we'll go into the Black Business Highlights section. Okay? So I'll play this clip, and then we'll go straight into Black Business Highlights. Check this out.
American and white and human become synonyms. That why can't we just treat each other as human beings? To me, when I hear it from a white person, it means why can't we all just pretend to be white people? I'll pretend you're a white person, and then you can pretend to be white. Why don't you eat what I eat? Why don't you drink what I drink? Why don't you think like I think? Why don't you feel like I feel? God damn it, I'm so sick and goddamn tired of hearing about that. I'm sick of that. That's what it means to be human being to me. That's what it means to be white. That's what it means to be American. Why don't you come the hell over here? That's what I hear every goddamn day. And you know that I can't come over there. You know that this skin and that this hair and that this way that I talk and that I think and I feel will never, ever get included because I'm unpalatable to this goddamn nation. I'm unpalatable. You cannot swallow me. You cannot taste me. You cannot feel me because you don't want to. You think that you can survive without me, but you can't, man. You think, and you think that, hey, it'll all be fine when we just treat each other like human beings. And what that says to me is don't be yourself. Be like me. Keep me comfortable. Connect where I'm ready to connect. Come out to my place. Or maybe I'll come down and get some artifacts from your place. Uh-uh. That is bullshit.
And we're going to go right into the Black Business Highlights. See you in a few minutes.
Powered by Riverside.
It's about conversation. We're not poetry. Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? This is Black Business Highlights. Here, we are here to highlight a few black businesses right here on the podcast. So if you have a black business such as a clothing line, new music, new books, new show or podcast, self-care products, etc., you can hit us up by emailing us at genovation@gmail.com. It will be right here in the link and underneath this episode. All you gotta do is hit us up. Make sure you put in the subject line BBH request. That will be the Black Business Highlight request. And we will shout your business out. Make sure you have your name, the business name, phone number, social media platforms, and website. We are all about growing together personally and professionally. So hit us up right here on Black Business Highlights on the podcast. Hey y'all, check out our website and or download the app and become a member for exclusive content at www.thegenerationnetwork.com. We have the Generation Book Club where we meet up every Saturday for our weekly discussions on the latest book club selection. We have a poet support community group where we provide poetry prompts, poetry history, affirmations for poets who are struggling personally and professionally. Side note, if you feel you need a more intimate and personal one-on-one affirmation without the group, you can join us on WhatsApp. Info link in bio. Check out our poetry blog and get yourself a book of poetry. I have several on the site right now. All you have to do is click on the link to make a purchase. New book coming soon. Online store with coffee mugs, t-shirts, backpacks is also open for business. So get yourself or a loved one something you think they will like. We have a variety to choose from. Make sure you also sign up for our weekly newsletter to get exclusive updates on what we're doing at the GenerationNetwork.com website and app. Do you want to do more with your poetry? Like start a poetry business, uh, but you have no idea how to start? Well, I have a solution for you. The Generation Network has teamed up with the Poet Life and joined their community at poetrybusinessnetwork.com. Come join us to get all of the exclusive information you need to start a business with your poetry. There are live courses, poetry business workbooks and journals, one-on-one coaching and training, spoken word gig opportunities, and while you're at it, you can get yourself some dope poet life gear to represent yourself in style while you do it. For more information, go to poetrybusinessnetwork.com and become part of the Poet Life family along with the Generation Network. See you there. Hey, what's up, y'all? Do y'all need a platform where you need to network with other Black businesses? Well, I have an opportunity for you. All you gotta do is go to www.forbesblk.com, a platform and community that amplifies the voices of Black entrepreneurs, professionals, leaders, and creators. Their community of exceptional leaders of color are breaking down barriers, creating more equitable economies and driving a new culture of connection, collaboration, and change. All you got to do again is to go to www.forbesblk.com and become a certified member where you can connect with all kinds of Black businesses, Black business owners, again, creators, leaders, professionals, entrepreneurs, just like yourself. I guarantee you, you will not regret it. This will be a wonderful opportunity for you and your business. So go to www.forbesblk.com.
Powered by Riverside.
And we are back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the second half of this podcast. I am your host, Genevieve. This show is about keeping our community together. It's about having honest conversations on what is affecting us, such as relationship issues, sex, racism, politics, and so much more. So grab your coffee, and join in the conversation in the second half of the show. Make sure you click that subscribe button on whatever platform you are listening to: Spotify, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Soon we will be on Patreon, or you can go to thegenovationnetwork.com, sign up for our newsletter, become a member of the Genovation Network, and listen to the podcast there on the website. And we are back. We're back. We're back. Bro. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, man, oh man. Oh man. Whew, all kinds of stuff going on, ain't it? Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Boy, this second half won't be that long. We're going to talk about some more stuff going on here. Going into my notes. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. But before I do, I want to do one more thing. Okay, I talked in my Black Business Highlights. You hear me talking about um, thepoetrylife.com and Poetry Business Network, right? Well, I am the chapter leader in Ohio for Poetry Business Network. So I'm calling all poets in Ohio. Let's make our voices heard. Ohio, okay? What awaits you in the Ohio chapter? Networking and collaboration. Connect with like minded poets, share your work, and explore creative partnerships. Workshops and events, participate in engaging workshops, readings, and other events designed to enhance your poetic skills. All right, membership and guidance. Receive support and guidance from experienced poets who can help you on your creative path. A supportive community. Join a welcoming an inclusive community where you can share your passion for poetry and find inspiration. Comment the word Ohio, and we will give you the information on how you can join at poetrybusinessnetwork.com, thepoetlife.com, or you can email at info@thepoetlife.com. All the information will be in the comments underneath this episode on whatever platform you're listening to: Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or my website. That's all you got to do. This is a call to action. A call to action, calling all poets in Ohio. Let's make your voices heard. Okay? Okay. We're going to get into some more stuff. Yes, yes, yes. What other stuff is going on here? I'm so sick and tired of the Diddy trial. Okay, I'm sick of it. We get it. He's abusive. He's done all kinds of freak stuff. He's a mess. He's done sex trafficking. We get it. He needs to be put underneath the jail. Put him in jail. Time for him to do some time. He's guilty. There's nothing else we could possibly say, possibly do. The man is guilty, and I don't see why we got to keep this trial going when we all know he's guilty, and it's time to go ahead and lock him up. Now I understand. Some of you are feeling some type of way because you know what, you're tired of hearing about our black men being locked up, being accused of something, but you know I'm sick of it too, but it doesn't change the reality of the situation. I mean, there ain't no brothers out there that's doing some shit they ain't got no business doing. And you know, if you're gonna do the crime, you got to do the time. It is what it is. And when we start to really tell the truth about some things that we are doing as a people that's hurting the community, you know what I'm saying, we really need to be honest about everything and stop trying to cover shit up. This is the reason why this is coming out now after all these years, because we trying to keep sweep shit under the rug that we keep looking at. We know is wrong, but we want to sweep it under the rug because we get some type of benefits from it, and we don't want to give up the benefits until something really bad happens, right? Because just imagine that this man actually gets off and don't get convicted for the shit he did. I mean, he got so much information about what other celebrities were doing, especially at these Diddy parties. Do you really think you got a friend in him after this? I'm just saying. I personally don't think he's going to get off. I think he will be doing some time in prison for this. That's just my opinion. But, if he doesn't do any time, there's going to be some mess right after this trial. And that's all I got to say about that. I'm done talking about it until there's a verdict. When the verdict come up, whether he's guilty or not guilty, that's when I will talk about it again. Until then, I do not want to talk about this trial again. Because it's kind of like you're saying the same things. Everyone is saying the same things. It's not like there's nothing new coming up. People are saying the same things, and I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Y'all let me know what you think of the Diddy trial. Are you following the Diddy trial? And do you think he should do some time? Because, I mean, we've known what he's been doing for years. This is really nothing new. Like, everybody talked about the Diddy parties and the mansion parties and stuff like that. But see, everybody was making jokes. So no one really caught on to what was really going on because it was considered jokes and being funny. Black people, we are very creative. We don't take too much of nothing seriously. If you want to be completely honest and brutally honest, oh well, I'm have to keep it. I have to keep it 100. We don't never take anything serious, and now that something has happened, fun jacked up artists, we're still not taking this seriously. Like we're not. And meanwhile, the black women we're still the number one uh people in the country that's not protected. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. I want to take time out to apologize to everybody for the last episode that I did, the Plantation Part 2. There were some parts of the episode could not be played due to copyrights. So I'm going to be as careful as I possibly can with what I share on the podcast, and make sure that it is okay for me to play certain clips, certain things. I noticed that if I play something from Instagram that is not being messed with, I can't really do too much from YouTube, all like that. So I'm kind of working out some kinks, so kind of be patient with me. But I do want to apologize to everybody who uh, listens to the show, and there was some parts that you couldn't hear because they blocked it out. And that means like the very beginning where I did the Samuel Jackson clip from Do the Right Thing. Only part of it was played, and then the rest was blocked out. And then at the end of the show, I tried to play the clip from Piano Lesson where they did the Berta Berta song, but it wouldn't let me play it. So, yeah, that's what that was about, if you all were wondering. So I'm going to be more mindful with what I share on this podcast. Certain stuff, and when I know that it won't be allowed on YouTube or Spotify, certain episodes will be directly on my website on the Genovation Network. And you will be able to hear the entire episode where there's nothing blocked out. You will have to go to my website and you have to be a member to hear the whole thing. Also, again, soon the show will be on Patreon, and you have to pay $5 to listen. Okay, and I am going to close this out with something from, it's actually a poem recited by Smokey Robinson. It's called "A Black American," and he did this on the Deaf Poetry Jam that they had years ago. And I'm closing out the show. with this. Again, thank y'all so much for listening to the Dashiki Mentality Podcast. I appreciate it. Make sure you share on all of your social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, your YouTube, everything, your website. Share it, comment, all that good stuff. And we're going to close out with this clip.
I love being black. I love being called black. I love being an American. I love being a black American. But as a black man in this country, I think it's a shame that every few years we get a change of name. Since those first ships arrived here from Africa that came across the sea, there were already black men in this country who were free. And as for those who came over on those terrible boats, they were called nigger and slave and told what to do and how to behave. And then Master started tripping, doing his midnight tipping down to the slave shacks where he forced he and great-great-grandma to be together. And if great-great-grandpa protested, he got tarred and feathered. And at the same time, the black men in the country who were free were mating with the tribes like the Apache and the Cherokee. And as a result of all that, we're a parade of every shade. And in this late day and age, you can be sure there ain't too many of us in this country whose bloodline is pure. But according to a geographical genealogy study published in Time magazine, the black African people were the first on the scene. So for what it's worth, the black African people were the first on Earth, and through migration, our characteristics started to change and rearrange to adapt to whatever climate we migrated to. And that's how I became me, and you became you. So if we're going to go back, let's go all the way back. And if Adam was black and Eve was black, then that kind of makes it a natural fact that everybody in America is an African American. Everybody in Europe is an African European. Everybody in the Orient is an African Asian, and so on and so on. That is, if the origin of man is what we're going to go on. And if one drop of black blood makes you black like they say, then everybody's black anyway. So quit trying to change my identity. I'm already who I was meant to be. I'm a black American, born and raised. And Brother James Brown wrote a wonderful phrase. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Because I'm proud to be black. And I ain't never lived in Africa. And because my great-great-granddaddy on my daddy's side did, don't mean I want to go back. Now, I have nothing against Africa. It's where some of the most beautiful places and people in the world are found. But I've been blessed to go a lot of places in this world. And if you ask me where I choose to live, I pick America, hands down. Now, by and by, we were called Negroes. And after a while, that name was banished. Anyway, Negro is just how you say black in Spanish. Then we were called colored. But yet everybody's one color or another, and I think it's a shame that we hold that against each other. And it seems like we reverted back to a time when being called black was an insult. Even if it was another black man who said that a fight would result, because we've been so brainwashed that black was wrong, till even the yellow niggas and the black niggas couldn't get along. But then came the 1960s, when we struggled and died to be called equal and black, and we walked with pride with our heads held high and our shoulders pushed back. And black was beautiful. But I guess that wasn't good enough, because now here they come with some other stuff. Who comes up with this shit anyway? Was it one or a group of niggas just sitting around one day? Feeling a little insecure again about being called black and decided that African American sounded a little more exotic. Well, I think you were being a little more neurotic. It's that same mentality that got Amos and Andy put off there because they were embarrassed about the way the characters spoke. And as a result of that action, a lot of wonderful black actors ended up broke. When we were just laughing and having fun about ourselves. So I say, fuck you if you can't take a joke. You didn't see the Beverly Hillbillies being protested by white folks. And if you think, of course you think, that being called African American sets all black people's minds at ease, since we affectionately call each other nigger, I affectionately say to you, nigger, please. How come I didn't get a chance to vote on who I'd like to be? Who gave you the right to make that decision for me? I ain't under your rule or in your dominion, and I'm entitled to my own opinion. Now, there are some African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But not a brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, LA, Detroit, Chicago. Even if he's wearing a dashiki and sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space. Why you keep trying to attach yourself to a continent where even if you got the chance to go and you went, most people that wouldn't even claim you as one of them, as a purebred daughter or son of them. Your heritage is right here now, no matter what you call yourself or what you say. And a lot of people died to make it that way. And if you think America's a leader on inequality and suffering and grieving, how come there's so many people coming and so few leaving? Rather than all this fine thought with America shit you promoting, if you want to change something, use your privilege. Get to the polls, come and voting. God knows we've earned the right to be called American Americans and be free at last. And rather than you moving forward with progress, you're dwelling in the past. We struggled too long, we've come too far. Instead of focusing on who we were, let's be proud of who we are. We're the only people whose name is always a trend. When is this shit gonna end? Look at all the different colors of our skin. Black is not our color, it's our core. It's what we've been living and fighting and dying for. But if you choose to be called African American and that's your preference, then I give you that reference. But I know on this issue I don't stand alone on my own. And if I do, then let me be me. And I'd appreciate it if when you see me, you say, there goes a man who says it loud. I'm black. I'm black. I'm a black American, and I'm proud. Because I love being an American. And I love being black. I love being called black. Yeah, I said it. And I don't take it back.
The Dashiki Mentality Podcast. Chat with y'all next week. Peace.
Powered by Riverside.